Hi everyone, welcome to English Story School, where we embark on exciting storytelling adventures that make learning English fun and engaging. Today, we're diving into the little moments that weave our family together and create a tapestry of joy. Join us as we share our journey and the practices that keep our spirits high every day. Have you ever wondered what makes a family truly happy? Is it the grand vacations, the big celebrations, or is it something more simple and profound? Welcome to Everyday Happiness, our family story. A typical Saturday morning in our household. The sun streams through the kitchen window, and the aroma of pancakes fills the air. The kids are still in their pajamas, racing each other to the breakfast table, giggling as they go. This is where our story begins. Not in some lavish setting, but right here, in the heart of our home. It's in these ordinary moments that we find happiness. We believe that joy is built on small, everyday experiences, and it all starts with connection. As we gather around the breakfast table, the scent of freshly made pancakes and maple syrup dances in the air, mingling with the laughter of our children. This isn't just a meal. It's a sacred space where we come together, leaving the chaos of the outside world behind. We call this time share time, a cherished family tradition that has transformed our mornings into meaningful rituals. Imagine the scene. The kids, still in their pajamas, eagerly dig into their plates, their eyes sparkling with excitement. As we pass around the syrup and butter, I look around the table and see not just my family, but a tapestry of stories waiting to be shared. Each voice has its own rhythm, its own melody, and during share time, we create a symphony of connection. We start with the youngest, who excitedly recounts a funny incident from school, a classmate's goofy dance move that left everyone in stitches. As laughter erupts around the table, I realize that these moments are not just entertaining, they're crucial for building bonds. They help us understand each other's lives, thoughts and feelings in ways that everyday conversations often miss. Next, it's my turn. I might share my own experiences from the week, perhaps a challenge I faced at work, or a project I'm passionate about. In doing so, I invite the kids into my world, encouraging them to see that everyone, even adults, has struggles and dreams. They listen intently, nodding and sometimes even offering their own advice, which can be surprisingly insightful. This exchange builds empathy and reminds us all that we are in this together. Then we create space for dreams. Each person has the opportunity to share their aspirations, big or small. My partner might talk about wanting to learn a new language, while the kids might dream of becoming astronauts or artists. This isn't just whimsical chatter. It's a powerful exercise in visualization and support. We cheer each other on, instilling a sense of confidence that our dreams matter and are worth pursuing. The atmosphere shifts as we gently transition to worries. It can feel daunting to voice our fears, but this is where share time shines brightest. When one of us opens up about feeling anxious about an upcoming test or a social situation, it invites vulnerability and honesty. The rest of us respond with understanding, sharing our own experiences of fear and uncertainty. It's in these moments that we truly connect, reinforcing the idea that we're not alone in our struggles. This practice fosters resilience, helping us navigate life's challenges together. As we finish our meal, I look around and see the smiles, the nods of understanding, and the glow of connection in each person's eyes. Share time has become our anchor, a routine that grounds us amidst the whirlwind of daily life. It reminds us that happiness isn't solely derived from what we do or the fun activities we partake in. It's deeply rooted in how we relate to one another. In a world where everyone is busy and distractions are abundant, this ritual stands as a testament to the power of communication and connection. By sharing our lives, we cultivate a family culture of support and love, reinforcing that each voice matters and that together we can weather any storm. We leave the table not just full from the meal, but filled with warmth, understanding, and a deeper appreciation for each other. This is the essence of everyday happiness, finding joy in the simple act of being present with those we love. Now let's dive into a practice that has become a cornerstone of our family's happiness: gratitude. Each night, just before we settle down for bed, we gather together for a few quiet moments that might seem simple but hold profound significance. This is our nightly gratitude ritual, a time when we reflect on the day and share what we are thankful for. The lights are dimmed, and the house is filled with a soft, calming ambiance. The kids, still buzzing from the day's activities, slowly wind down as we cozy up in the living room or gather in the warmth of our bedroom. It's a cherished routine that signals the end of a busy day and invites us to pause and reflect. The atmosphere is filled with a sense of calm, creating a safe space for everyone to express their thoughts and feelings. We start with the youngest, who can barely contain their excitement. Their innocent and heartfelt gratitude often revolves around the simplest joys. Maybe it's being grateful for a favorite toy, a delicious dessert, or a fun game they played with a sibling. As they speak, we all lean in, captivated by the pure joy and enthusiasm that emanates from them. These moments remind us of the beauty in life's little things, encouraging us to look at the world through a lens of wonder. Next, it's my partner's turn. They often share something more reflective, perhaps a moment from their day at work or a connection they made with a colleague. This brings depth to our ritual, illustrating that gratitude can stem from both the mundane and the extraordinary. Hearing them express appreciation for their work environment or a thoughtful gesture from a coworker helps the kids see that gratitude isn't limited to family moments. It's a universal practice that enhances every aspect of life. As we continue around the circle, I share my own gratitude, and I often find myself reflecting on the challenges of the day. It might be a particularly tough meeting I had, or a moment of frustration I faced. But instead of dwelling on the negatives, I frame my gratitude around those challenges. Perhaps I'm thankful for the lessons learned or the support I received from my family that helped me through. This shift in perspective showcases the resilience we can build together, highlighting that even in difficult times, there are silver linings to uncover. The kids, inspired by what they've heard, often surprise us with their insights. One might express gratitude for a moment of kindness they witnessed or a lesson they learned in school. Another might share appreciation for a sibling's support during a tough day. It's in these moments that I realize how deeply this practice has rooted itself in their hearts. They're learning to acknowledge not only their own blessings, but also the impact they have on others. As we finish our round of sharing, I notice the smiles on everyone's faces and the warmth in the room. This nightly ritual has transformed our perspective, creating a collective focus on positivity that permeates our lives. Even during tough times, when stress and challenges loom large, we've learned to anchor ourselves in gratitude. By consciously acknowledging our blessings, we cultivate a mindset that recognizes hope, resilience, and joy. This simple act of gratitude doesn't just end with the sharing, it ripples into our daily lives. It influences how we interact with each other and how we approach challenges. When we face difficulties, be it a tough day at school or work, we remind each other of the good things that still exist, reinforcing our ability to find light, even in dark times. This practice has become a foundation of happiness, providing us with a toolkit to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and positivity. As we settle into our beds, the last echoes of gratitude linger in the air, wrapping us in a sense of security and love. We drift off to sleep, not just with full stomachs, but with full hearts, knowing we have shared a part of ourselves with each other. It's these nightly reflections that remind us that no matter what happens outside our walls, we have each other and a treasure trove of moments to be thankful for. In this way, gratitude has woven itself into the very fabric of our family, becoming a powerful force that shapes our happiness and strengthens our bonds. Another vital piece of our happiness puzzle is embracing spontaneity. While routines provide structure and stability, we've found that the magic truly happens when we allow ourselves to break free from the ordinary. Sure, we have our set schedules, school, work, and meal times, but there's an undeniable thrill in shaking things up and adding a splash of adventure to our lives. It's a typical Wednesday evening. The kids have just finished their homework, and we're all feeling the weight of the week. Instead of defaulting to our usual dinner and TV routine, I glance at my partner and suggest, "How about a dance party?" With a playful grin, we quickly turn up the music, and within seconds, the living room transforms into our own mini dance floor. The energy in the room shifts dramatically as we all let loose, dancing like nobody's watching. The laughter is infectious as we groove to our favorite tunes, the kids spinning and twirling, their giggles echoing off the walls. This spontaneous dance party isn't just a break from the routine. It becomes a shared memory that we'll fondly look back on. We capture moments on video, each one filled with wild moves and goofy expressions, and we end up sharing them later, reliving the joy and silliness together. It's in these unplanned moments that we create a sense of connection and camaraderie that strengthens our family bond. Then, there are the surprise outings. One sunny Saturday, with no particular plans on the horizon, we decided to make a spontaneous trip to the local park. Armed with a picnic blanket and some snacks, we set off without a specific agenda. As we arrived, the park buzzed with energy, children laughing, dogs running, and families enjoying the outdoors. We spread our blanket under a shady tree and simply soaked in the ambiance. The beauty of this spontaneity is that it allows us to discover joy in the present moment. The kids playfully chase each other while we watch, sharing in their laughter. We engage in an impromptu game of frisbee, where even the dog joins in, leaping joyfully for the flying disc. In the midst of the fun, we take a moment to appreciate the beauty around us, the vibrant colors of flowers, the sounds of nature, and the warmth of the sun on our skin. This unexpected day out becomes a cherished memory, filled with laughter and connection, reminding us that happiness often lies just outside our front door. Embracing spontaneity also pushes us to step outside our comfort zones. For instance, one evening, we decided to try cooking a new cuisine that none of us had experience with. Thai food. With a few ingredients and a quick online recipe, we transformed our kitchen into a makeshift cooking class. As we fumbled with the unfamiliar flavors and techniques, laughter filled the air. The kids took turns stirring and chopping, creating a delightful mess in the process. By the time we sat down to enjoy our creation, it wasn't just about the food. It was about the adventure we had together. These moments teach us that happiness isn't always about perfection. It's about being present and embracing the journey, regardless of the outcome. Even if the meal didn't turn out exactly as planned, the laughter and teamwork were worth every minute spent. Spontaneity has become a powerful reminder that joy can be found in the unexpected. Whether it's an impromptu dance party in the living room or a surprise picnic at the park, these little adventures infuse our lives with excitement and wonder. They encourage us to explore, to play, and to enjoy each other's company without the constraints of routine. We've learned that the best memories are often made when we're willing to take risks and embrace the unknown. Stepping outside our comfort zones, even in small ways, opens doors to experiences we might never have sought out otherwise. It's during these times of spontaneity that we connect more deeply, laugh more freely, and create a treasure trove of joyful memories that we carry with us. Ultimately, embracing spontaneity has become an essential ingredient in our family's recipe for happiness. It serves as a gentle reminder that life is too short to be predictable all the time. By welcoming the unexpected and cherishing those spontaneous moments, we enrich our lives and strengthen our family bonds, one joyful adventure at a time. Of course, it's not all sunshine and rainbows in our family life. Like any other family, we face our share of challenges, stressful days, misunderstandings, and occasional clashes of personality. These moments can sometimes feel overwhelming, and there are times when frustration boils over and voices get raised. However, what truly sets us apart is our unwavering commitment to communicate and resolve conflicts together. Take, for instance, a recent situation that tested our dynamics. It was a busy week, with each of us juggling work, school, and extracurricular activities. Tensions were running high, and we found ourselves snapping at one another over the smallest things, like who left the dishes in the sink or who hogged the remote. Instead of letting these irritations fester, we decided to have a family meeting one evening. Gathering in the living room, we created a safe space where everyone felt comfortable expressing their feelings. It's essential that we establish this environment where no one is judged for their emotions or frustrations. We each took turns sharing what had been bothering us, making sure to listen actively. It was a powerful moment of vulnerability. As we spoke, it became clear that much of the tension stemmed from stress rather than personal grievances. By articulating our feelings, we were able to see the bigger picture. My partner expressed feeling overwhelmed with work and not having enough time for family, while the kids revealed they felt neglected when their activities took up so much of our time. In those moments, patience became crucial. Instead of jumping in with solutions or defensiveness, we allowed each person to share their perspective fully. This patience created an atmosphere of empathy. Everyone was being heard, and each voice mattered. Once we had aired our grievances, we shifted our focus to solutions. This is where our commitment to conflict resolution shines. Rather than assigning blame, we collaborated on finding ways to ease the tension. We brainstormed ideas, like setting aside one evening a week for family game night, ensuring we all had dedicated time together. We also agreed to check in with one another more frequently, making sure no one felt overwhelmed or sidelined. What's remarkable is that these challenges, while initially uncomfortable, became opportunities for growth. Each time we navigate a disagreement, we strengthen our family bond. We emerge not just as individuals, but as a united front, better equipped to handle future challenges. By transforming conflicts into constructive dialogues, we create a culture of open communication that fosters trust and understanding. Moreover, these experiences teach the kids invaluable life skills. They're learning that disagreements are a natural part of relationships, and it's how we handle them that truly counts. They observe the power of patience and empathy firsthand, and it inspires them to approach their own friendships and conflicts with the same mindset. The lessons we learn during our family meetings extend far beyond those designated times. We've recognized the importance of maintaining an ongoing dialogue throughout the week, establishing a habit that keeps us connected and engaged in each other's lives. This commitment to communication is a vital part of our family dynamic, ensuring that everyone feels supported and heard. Every evening as we gather for dinner, it's more than just a meal. It's our daily check-in point. We often start the meal by going around the table, each person sharing one highlight from their day. It could be as simple as acing a test at school or finally mastering a new recipe. These moments of sharing create an environment of joy and celebration, reminding us to appreciate the little victories in our lives. But the real magic happens when we use these dinner conversations to delve deeper. It's not uncommon for someone to share a concern or a challenge they faced during the day. For instance, one of the kids might mention feeling overwhelmed by a difficult homework assignment or feeling left out during a school activity. Instead of letting those feelings linger, we take the opportunity to explore them right then and there. Tell us more about it, we might say, encouraging them to express their thoughts fully. This practice fosters an atmosphere of openness, where everyone feels safe to discuss their feelings without fear of judgment. As we listen, we validate their emotions, reinforcing the idea that it's okay to feel stressed or anxious. This ongoing communication allows us to catch small issues before they have a chance to grow into larger conflicts. Throughout the week, we also make a conscious effort to check in with each other outside of dinner time. A quick text during the day can make a significant difference. For example, I might send a message to my partner while they're at work, asking how their day is going or letting them know I'm thinking of them. The kids often chime in too, sending funny memes or sharing something interesting they learned in class. These little interactions create a thread of connection that runs throughout our busy lives, reminding us that we are always there for one another, even when we're apart. On weekends, we sometimes make it a point to spend some quality time together, even if it's just for a short while. Whether it's going for a walk, playing a game, or simply lounging together in the living room, these moments of connection serve as a wonderful way to stay in touch with each other's feelings. During these times, we might discuss anything from upcoming plans to personal dreams, giving everyone a chance to express what's on their mind. By maintaining this constant flow of communication, we create a culture where feelings are acknowledged and addressed promptly. This approach helps us identify and discuss potential sources of conflict early on, preventing misunderstandings from escalating. For instance, if someone feels neglected or overwhelmed, we can address those feelings right away, brainstorming solutions together instead of letting resentment build up over time. One of the greatest benefits of our ongoing communication is that it builds a strong sense of trust. The kids know that they can come to us with any issue, big or small, and we'll take the time to listen. They learn that expressing their emotions is a healthy part of life, and that it's okay to seek support when they're feeling down or frustrated. This has fostered a strong bond among us, where we genuinely care for one another's well-being. Additionally, this open dialogue encourages the kids to develop their own communication skills. They learn how to articulate their feelings and express their needs effectively. They become better equipped to handle conflicts with their peers as well, carrying these lessons into their friendships and future relationships. Watching them navigate their own challenges with the same patience and empathy we practice at home is a rewarding experience. In essence, Our habit of checking in with one another throughout the week is a cornerstone of our family's happiness. It ensures that we remain connected and engaged in each other's lives, allowing us to address feelings and concerns as they arise. By fostering this culture of ongoing communication, we cultivate a family environment that is not only supportive, but also resilient, capable of weathering the storms of life together. This commitment to staying connected makes all the difference, transforming potential conflicts into opportunities for understanding and growth, ultimately strengthening our family bond. Sometimes, it's not just the everyday disagreements that challenge our family dynamics. It's the external pressures that really test our resilience. There are periods in life, such as the bustling holiday season or the intense pressure of exam weeks, when stress levels can soar. During these times, the usual harmony of our home can feel strained, and tensions might flare up unexpectedly. However, it's precisely in these challenging moments that our commitment to one another shines the brightest. Take the holiday season, for instance. As the days grow shorter and the festive atmosphere envelops us, it's easy to get swept away in the whirlwind of preparations. Between shopping for gifts, decorating the house, and planning meals for gatherings, the excitement can quickly turn into overwhelm. It's not uncommon for disagreements to arise over seemingly trivial matters: who forgot to buy the tree ornaments or who's responsible for wrapping the presents. During one particularly hectic December, we found ourselves in a cycle of frustration. Everyone was feeling the pressure, juggling school projects, work commitments, and the added responsibilities of holiday planning. One evening, after a long day, a simple comment about the state of the living room escalated into a heated argument. Voices were raised, and tempers flared, and it felt as if the joy of the season was slipping through our fingers. In the midst of that chaos, we paused. Instead of allowing the situation to spiral further, we took a collective breath. This became our mantra during stressful times. Take a breath. It's a reminder to step back from the heat of the moment, to gather our thoughts before reacting. In that instant, we decided to hold an impromptu family meeting. We gathered in the living room, the holiday lights twinkling softly around us. Instead of diving into blame or frustration, we focused on sharing how the stress was affecting each of us. One child admitted feeling overwhelmed by school assignments that were due right before the break. Another expressed frustration at not having enough time to enjoy the festive preparations. We listened, nodding in understanding, each of us acknowledging that we were all in this together. This simple act of communication became our lifeline. We reminded each other that it was okay to feel stressed, that we didn't have to carry those burdens alone. By sharing our experiences, we turned the tension into an opportunity for connection. We brainstormed ways to lighten the load, dividing tasks more equitably, creating a family calendar to track important deadlines, and most importantly, prioritizing moments of fun amidst the chaos. As we approached the holiday season, we made it a point to schedule family fun nights amidst our to-do lists. Whether it was watching holiday movies with popcorn or baking cookies together, these moments of levity became essential. They reminded us to find joy in each other's company, even when life felt overwhelming. We learned that laughter could dissolve stress, transforming our shared experiences into cherished memories. The same principle applies during exam periods. As the kids prepare for tests and projects, the household can feel charged with tension. Everyone is busy studying, and the pressure to perform can seep into our interactions. There have been evenings when one of the kids has struggled with a difficult subject, and the frustration mounts. In these moments, we've learned to practice patience, both with ourselves and with each other. When one child is overwhelmed, we all rally around them. We might gather in the kitchen, creating a study space where we can help each other with difficult topics. I've found that sometimes it's not about the answers, but about providing a supportive presence. As we go through practice questions together, we celebrate the small victories, each correct answer becoming a reason to cheer. These shared experiences during stressful times have forged deeper connections among us. We've learned that leaning on each other isn't a sign of weakness. It's a testament to our strength as a family. When one of us stumbles, the others are there to lift them up, reminding them that they don't have to face challenges alone. By practicing empathy during these pressure-filled moments, we've turned potential conflicts into opportunities for growth and understanding. The stresses of life, whether they come from the holiday rush or the weight of exams, become shared experiences that enhance our bond. We emerge not just as individuals, but as a cohesive unit, fortified by the challenges we've faced together. Ultimately, it's during these times of external pressure that our commitment to one another becomes most evident. We remind ourselves to take a breath, to practice patience, and to lean on one another for support. By navigating stress as a family, we create a resilient atmosphere where love and understanding flourish. In the end, we learn that even the toughest moments can lead to beautiful growth, strengthening our family ties and enriching our lives together. In essence, our approach to conflicts is less about avoiding disagreements and more about embracing them as part of our family journey. We've learned to view each challenge as a stepping stone for deeper understanding and connection. This perspective shifts the narrative from one of fear or avoidance to one of growth and resilience. Ultimately, the practice of navigating challenges together has woven resilience into the fabric of our family. Each disagreement, resolved with patience and empathy, reinforces our connection and teaches us valuable lessons about communication and understanding. We may not always agree, but we've discovered that it's through these moments of conflict that we find opportunities to grow closer, strengthen our bonds, and cultivate a sense of unity that carries us through life's ups and downs. As we wrap up this exploration of our family's story, remember that happiness isn't a destination, it's a journey. It's found in the laughter shared over dinner, the quiet moments of reflection, and the spontaneous adventures that bring us closer together. Our journey may not be perfect, but it's filled with love, laughter, and a deep appreciation for each other. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.